Hello to everyone. I have just returned from the United States. I was in a business trip, and I have a profound respect for the democracy of that country. When I'm comparing the way of electing representatives in the US and the same process in Europe, I believe that in the US the citizens are represented directly. Their ideas are more represented. At the opposite, in Europe, you vote for a party and then somebody else come to a government, even if your own party has won the elections. Something similar that happened just a few weeks ago in France, or that happened at the level of European Union, where the citizens had sent a clear message against the absurd green policies of the Union, and finally Ursula von der Leyen, in order to stay in power, decided to do exactly the opposite, in order to remain, as I said, in power. So she made an ambiguous alliance with the extreme left and with the green, and with all their ideas. So, to be in the States and to have an electoral system that allow clearly to be elected or not to be elected is, in my opinion, one of the best way to represent the citizen, where the one that gets one vote more or one representative more is the one that runs the country. Unfortunately, I believe that the 2024 elections have been marked for one party, the Democratic Party, with some mistakes that, unfortunately, have been corrected in a wrong way. And let me explain what is my point of view. It was very clear that Joe Biden, due to some illnesses, had not the capabilities to run as a president again. It was clear, but before he was confirmed in order to run again for a second mandate, everyone that was critic about that would be accused of extreme right or some sort of complotist. Okay, finally there had been a debate between Trump and Biden. In my opinion, this debate was organized with the purpose of making clear to the Americans and to the world that Biden was not fit, because it was not the usual time for a debate. Everybody understood that, and what I did not like is the way, the unpolite way, where all the party throw out of the race Mr. Biden. Yes, Mr. Biden couldn't run, it is clear now, but the way the change has been made, in my opinion, had been an unpolite way. First observation. Second observation, and in my opinion, the most important. It seems that the country replaced the democratic process of electing the candidate through a primary elections with an acclamation of the Vice President Kamala Harris to run instead of Biden. So, what I don't like of that is that in this particular election, I believe it has been lost the democratic way to appoint candidate in that beautiful country. I mean, there is the primary process that, in my conception, in my point of view, is a very democratic way where all the candidates fight between them and the best one prevail. And this process has been completely lost. A third observation is the way used by Biden to resign, with a letter published on X. But that letter immediately endorsed Kamala Harris. So I'm thinking, if he was not able and capable to run, was he able to endorse Kamala Harris? I mean, that's the main questions that we have to answer. And I think the endorsement had been a little bit premature, in my opinion. It seems now that everybody in the party is gathering around Kamala. It seems that she will be able to have a good fight against the opposition, and the best one will prevail. But there is something interesting. This is a simple observation, not a critic. it seems that we are in a process of sanctification, because the mainstream medias that are obviously all lefties are all praising the qualities, the undoubtful qualities of Mrs. Kamala. Well, let's see. We will see if she has all those qualities or not. But anyway, this process of sanctification that is not happening just in the United States, all throughout Europe also. The only step that so far is missed is Pope Benedict I to visit the States and to coronate himself Kamala, considering also the political view of our Pope. Probably he will do that very soon. So don't worry, there will be a visit of Pope Benedict in the United States and there will be a formal coronation. So we have just to wait maybe a few weeks. In the meanwhile, I believe, as I said at the beginning, that the United States is a beautiful country, and there are many people around the world that criticize without knowing it very well. It's a beautiful country, it's quite democrat, it's nice to live there, and the people that live there, the people that I know that live there, live well, better than in many other countries that dare to critic when actually should look inside themselves instead of criticizing that country. Thank you. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video between your friends. It will help a lot. Thank you.